Hey friends, Tux here. People have asked me about streaming services and if I have a preference and, even how they work, that kind of thing. And although I do like streaming services, I strongly recommend actually getting the MP3s yourself, like paid versions, ones that you rip yourself, ones that you actually own, or have physical possession of a unsecured music file. Not one that has like streaming rights that will be turned off in the future or may have problems with certain systems or not others. If I'm switching music from like one player to another player or one player to a phone or something, you want to try and make sure you have ones which are, like copyright free, at least to the point where you can play them on multiple devices. Now, if you did want to do a streaming service, one streaming service I do recommend, and I have talked about in the past, is Tidal, okay? And for purposes of this video, I'm going to talk a little bit more in depth about Tidal. Tidal is a great streaming service. It is a little bit more expensive than a few of the other ones, but if you're talking high quality music files, they do have great master quality files which sound excellent, okay? Particular, I know I did have an experience with Tidal where I was listening to Nirvana's Nevermind on Tidal, and this is a CD album I've heard many, many times, thousands of times, and I was listening to it on Tidal. I could hear the drums were just a little bit different, and it was something where I didn't notice it in other ones. And then now I'm like listening for it, and I can really tell sometimes if I'm listening to a high quality music file versus a non-high quality music file, like a master quality music file, because of certain sounds that you only hear in HD, because everything else on a lower quality music file is just kind of muddied up, and it sounds great, and it can sound great, crank it in the car and listen to some of your favorite tunes or whatever. But when you're listening to, high quality HD music with headphones on a premium device, you actually do get little bits that you would not get elsewhere, and one thing about Tidal in particular, although you could actually, like some players like the Sony NWA306 are basically an Android player where you can download apps onto it, I kind of don't like doing that. And the reason why is because this device, although it sounds excellent, it is kind of bad about booting fast, and the more things you add to it, the more programs you add to it, that kind of adds another step in booting up. It's one more thing to scan, one more thing to perhaps start from the get-go, from powering it on, that kind of thing. And I really like to try and keep my device as clean as possible with as little bloatware as possible. Even if the bloatware is high quality music streaming bloatware, I'd rather have that on a computer. Now, for Tidal in particular, although, this is an Android device, and you could actually go, to the Google Play Store here. Let's go ahead and I'll just show you real quick. So we have Google Play Store, just like any other Android device. And here you could actually download Tidal if you want yourself. We'll search. We'll go ahead and take a look at it. Okay, there's no SiriusXM. I do love SiriusXM too. There's Tidal, so if you want, we can update. Oops. We can update the Tidal. But I feel it, even just so you can see there, it's a little clumsier, like actually installing it on the device and updating it on the device. But you could actually install it directly here. Now, at least for if you're making a new subscription, one thing I do recommend is make the subscription on PC and then log in on the device, just because it can be kind of clumsy actually registering, typing in credit card numbers, all that kind of thing to your device. And personally for me, someone who's been hacked a few times, I prefer not to have my credit card numbers stored on a whole bunch of different devices, So here we got, go ahead, Tidal. You can see it's installing Tidal again for me. So then we'll have Tidal on this device. And then I could actually go ahead and just open it. There's Tidal. It's going to open up for us. And here we have home. So I'm going to accept all cookies. There we go. And so then here is the home of Tidal. And maybe my subscription's still going, actually. Let's see. Oh, no, it's not. Okay. Yeah, I let it lapse, and here you can go ahead and sign up if you want. Get started, $12.99 a month. But this type of thing, you could actually, actually start the subscription on the computer and then install here. Now, if your device doesn't have Tidal, then obviously PC is the way to go. For case of the Sony NWA306, it really is a debate. In fact, since I'm this far kind of invested in having it set up on here, I may just go ahead and leave it on here, and then go ahead and play it from this particular device. But Tidal is a great service, 110 million tracks and lossless high-res FLAC. Again, this is not sponsored. I just happen to like the service. Ad-free, offline listening, okay. And that offline listening part is where I'm saying it's good to actually maybe install it on the PC, and then, you could actually download it and listen to it offline, personalized mixes, that kind of thing. They have family plans, individual plans. And it looks like the individual plan is $12.99 a month, which is very similar to Sirius or other services, but you're getting that, higher quality, Tidal music file, which is really nice, and it actually used to be more expensive. I think the price has actually came down a little bit to be competitive with other services, such as Amazon Music that has their own HD service, and even SiriusXM, that kind of thing, that is considered a leader in music streaming. Okay, so here we have Tidal on the computer. You can see it's very simple. You can start a free trial if you want even. And so my advice, honestly, is just go ahead and start your Tidal experience on a computer, and then you could actually use it on your device as well. And that's great if you use a multitude of devices, that you could actually log in and, have one account kind of set up for different devices. Because I do use different dApps in different places, and you could sign up, with Facebook or Apple or X. So there's a lot of nice little easy ways of signing up, but it's just a lot easier for me to do this actually on, a PC. As you can see, this is just a normal PC, as opposed to actually doing it on the device itself with a small little keyboard, etc., etc. Now, this, again, is not an advertisement, but they do have a deal where you can extend your free trial to 60 days for $2. So that's a really good deal, actually. So I'd highly recommend you go ahead and do that for $2. 2 months is well worth it, trust me. Once you have your credit card information in and the $2 agreed to, or not agreed to if you want the shorter trial, you can actually download Tidal right there. So very simple. You just click on that and you download the app for Windows, which I'd recommend doing. It's a great way of organizing your music, and actually it's well worth it. It's not real intrusive as far as space or anything else goes. And then down here you can go ahead and select what type of device you have. Supports Android, supports iOS, web player, different streaming services. Have it installed. It's going to want you to pick a few select artists that you like. I kind of don't like the idea they include rock and indie together. I really think that alternative rock should be its own category. They do have rock on top and hip hop. So they have rock, soul. Okay, it's funny those are on top. And then rock, indie. And we'll just select a few of these. Let's see, we'll pick Nirvana. Let's say, who else do we have? I think there's a way you can actually use a search thing too. We'll do Soundgarden, Stone Temple Pilots. In fact, I'm going to just pick a whole bunch of these because these are bands that actually I do like. Let's see here. Let's go down, maybe saying more modern. Let's see. Looks like we're stuck in 90s alternative land. Faith No More is good. Let's see what else. Alice in Chains, Arcade Fire. Boy, yeah, it's kind of interesting. They kind of definitely stick to alternative being 90s, but it definitely leads you down a rabbit hole of bands that you like. But I wish it would just have a little bit more modern stuff on here. Let's go ahead and take a look here. Let's do Wombats. Maybe this will take us down the rabbit hole of the alternative rock that we do like. Let's see here. Do they have Wombats? There we go, Wombats. All right, so Wombats is in there. And then let's see if it actually gets more modern stuff up here. Let's see. Let's go ahead and do Muse. These are some of my honest top favorite bands. Muse, there we go. And then now we're getting a little closer. We got Franz Ferdinand, The Killers. All right, so now we're kind of talking here a little closer to the truth here. Let's see. Kaiser Chiefs. Oh yeah, that's good. All right, so this looks pretty good. I think we got enough bands that gives it kind of an idea of the stuff we like. So we'll hit continue here. And of course you can select what you like, no matter if it's country or rap or whatever have you. It's interesting, the suggested albums. I don't have any kind of rap or any of this stuff in my suggested, but it does pick it, which is interesting. So I don't know, maybe it's a little bit biased towards rap and R&B or something, not sure. But I do think that has amazing quality, which is why I love Tidal, And then from there you can go ahead and just download music. It actually makes you a welcome mix here. You can actually look for radio stations for you based upon your favorite artists. Lots of good stuff, And again, I definitely like this better than Apple Music or some of the other services out there. It definitely is a good service. I wish I could type in Alt 18. I wonder if it will detect that. Let's see here. Sirius XM Alt 18. Let's see if it knows what that is. Oh, Alt 18 artist producer. That's interesting. Let's take a look here. No, I guess there is someone called Alt 18. All right, guess that's not it. But anyway, it's a nice user interface, definitely customizable, and lets you download some of your favorite, artists. Let's go ahead and take a look here. I don't think I have anything downloaded already, so yeah. So you can do top mixes, top tracks. Let's see here, top tracks. Let's see what they think is good. Yeah, it looks like this is more based upon what people are listening to than actually what I actually selected as my top artists. Okay, so now we've logged into Tidal on the Sony NWA306, and you can see it's actually using the Tidal app. I added Oasis here. They've been in the headlines lately, a favorite band of mine from the 90s. So very cool that it's in there. And, you know, actually, I like this little interface. So before, where I was saying I'd probably just download the tracks, I think I'm going to go ahead and keep my track collection on the SIM card kind of free of actual security music like DRM music. So I'm just going to go ahead and use the app here for this. And here we have Oasis. We can hit play. And of course, now we can check out some Oasis. Now, again, as normal, I'd recommend having a good quality pair of headphones to go along with a good quality player. And of course, a good quality music file to actually maximize your enjoyment of HD music. But the Tidal is a great place to start. Again, this is not in any way sponsored. Just a viewer question asked about Tidal. It's a service I have used in the past. And I've honestly noticed some HD music elements where it's like, whoa, like that Nirvana story, like it really surprised me, caught me off guard. Whenever there's something which you've listened to 1,000 times over and you hear something new, you know that you're getting that full HD experience, you know, which is great. So anyway, guys, if you have any question about Tidal or the Sony NWA306 or different music services, let me know. But you can see it's great. It pulls up all the Oasis music there, and no matter what band you're into, and no matter if it's NWA or if it's, you know, some kind of rock band, Rolling Stones or whatever, or classical music or whatever you're into, Oasis, it's going to have something for you, which is excellent. Okay. All right, friends. Thanks for watching this video. I really appreciate it. Again, I'll have links for the Sony NWA306 down below, and of course, some of my favorite headphones for this device as well. Okay. Which, spoiler, the Sony. Okay. Talk to you soon, guys. Bye-bye.
Thank you.